Hello, abnormal family. I got one little thing I want to tell y'all before we get started into this encounter. I may not be sharing as many of my videos out into the other channels like I do, where y'all are going to be able to see them. So, if you want to see the videos that I'm going to be releasing, it's important that you subscribe to the channel on YouTube, select the bell, and select all so you get all of our latest drops. If you don't do that, you're probably not going to see our live content or the videos we're going to release or our boots on the ground. So make sure that you're subscribed, you have the bell rung, and all selected. If you miss 3 lives or 3 videos, YouTube sent me a letter today saying they will not notify you of any further releases if you miss 3. They said that's how their system is set up, is if you're alerted and you don't go watch the shows you're alerted to, they stop alerting you. So you have to unsubscribe, resubscribe, and select all. Alright guys, let's get into this encounter. Back in 2016, I had an experience that truly scared me for life. One night, I'd like to say it was somewhere in the middle of autumn. I had been planning a sleepover with my friends. Let's just call them Sarah, Caitlin, and Joanna. I think it was for my birthday or for one of my friends' birthdays, and we were going to have it at my house. The day before the sleepover, I spent all day making sure everything in my house was clean and neat for my friends. You know how that is. You're always trying to get things prepared for your friends so that everything is perfect. When I was outside sweeping the deck, I looked at the miles of forest ahead of me. Then I got an idea. I thought that it would be an absolutely amazing idea for me, Sarah, Caitlin, and Joanna to do during the day. Explore the woods behind my house. So the day finally came, and I was waiting by the front door for the girls to arrive. I waited for probably 5 minutes before Caitlin's mom drove into our driveway. I instantly ran up and hugged Caitlin and excitedly told her about the plan for us to explore the forest. She happily agreed, and we went inside, waiting for the others. A little while later, my other 2 friends arrived, and we all sat on the couch. First, we watched a movie and did some karaoke, probably normal for us being 13-year-olds home alone. Then I decided we should all go out on our adventure. Joanna and I packed us some bags of, necessities like a little hike. Caitlin and Sarah messed around, and we got a bunch of snacks, M&Ms, and so forth. As we set off into the woods, I noticed that the air had grown a lot chillier since it was getting a little cooler out. I asked my friends, "Hey guys, do you think we should go back inside? It's getting kind of cold," but they all just wanted some fresh air, so they disagreed. I hesitantly accepted their answers and led the way. After some time of walking, I saw something dart in my peripheral vision. My eyes glanced over to where I saw it, but before I could see anything, Sarah nudged me and pointed out a bald eagle in a tree. As soon as I gave her a reaction, I looked back over to where I saw the movement, but found nothing out of the ordinary. About an hour later, I saw the movement again, so once again I looked over it. But this time, unlike the last, I actually saw something running off into the thick layer of trees. It was hairy, dog-looking creature. At first I thought it had been a coyote, but then, as it lifted itself onto its 2 legs like a person, I knew I was mistaken. The thing looked to be about 6 or 7 foot tall, and it seemed severely distorted. I screamed and pointed it out to my friends, but I was too late. The creature had already gone. They were all questioning me, obviously not believing what I had just seen. A little while later, after the kind of shrugging off the event, me and my friends decided to head back to my house as it was starting to get dark. We walked for probably 5 minutes before we heard a stick snapping behind us. I knew my friends heard it too, as it was too loud to have not, and they all flinched. We all looked back, not expecting much, but there stood the creature I'd seen earlier. It was staring at us, hungrily, with its beady yellow eyes, its wide gaping mouth full of razor-sharp teeth. This time we all screamed, and everybody seen it, and we took off running for our lives. I ran until my legs felt like they were going to fall off. I quickly turned to look if the creature was still there, and to my surprise, it wasn't. A little while after this happened to me, I searched up what this thing could potentially be. I couldn't get it off my mind. I looked for everything that I could online, and the only real thing I could find was a dog man. Luckily, me and my friends are still here alive to this day to be able to tell this story. This creature was so terribly mean looking, I cannot describe the fear that it put in me. The way it moved. It was slow, methodical. The way it stared at me, like it knew that it could have us at any time. Its teeth, you could just tell its teeth would just bite right through you. And the claws on it, they could just shred you. I hope that you all enjoyed this story. I was glad to share it with you. Yeah, that's a crazy encounter. Again, some things happen, and we forget until later something happens that reminds us that there was more to an encounter. And that happens a lot in other things too, when people are, attacked and things like that. There will be certain events that will happen that will cause them to remember something. So I enjoyed this story, and I'm glad that you sent it to me, and all the particulars that are in the story, and some things that, you may have got jolted that you said that brought your memory back. So thank you for sharing this with me. Again, guys, keep your head on a swivel. Don't be something's dinner, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching, guys, and smashing that like button. It means a lot to us.